I'm Sucheta Singh at Cook Street, and you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV. On today's show, an island teenager is hooked on typewriters, the sounds of swamp music, and finding fashion for kids. All that and much more coming up on Go Island. It's amazing when a new business or a new building moves into a neighborhood and what it can do for a neighborhood. We're down here on Cook Street at Gallery 1580, and this used to be a tax office when I used to drive by it before, but it's turned into an art gallery, and I'm joined by Keith McEwen. Hi.
Hi, Sucheta.
Yeah, so it's really, I guess in a sense, revitalized the neighborhood.
It really has revitalized the neighborhood. It's the people who come by and like there's two groups basically that kind of like the people who like the mural and who think that's what's inside. Well, it's not. They're shocked, and then vice versa. Yeah. And the neighbors really love it. One of the ladies who walked by, she came in and she says, "I'm so happy you're here. I'm so proud to say that I live next to that new gallery at 1580 Cook Street."
But I mean, it's just kind of cleaned the place up a bit.
Yeah, it really does, and like I say, the neighbors are really positive. If you scan through our book, they're just really super positive.
All right, well, thank you so much,
Oh, you're welcome.
That was great. All right, our next story is all about technology. Computer, iPads, and iPhones are now the norm, but for some folks, there was once a time when typewriters were the way to go. I haven't used a typewriter in a very long time, and I can say I only used it once. Nikki Winishin now with a teenager in Nanaimo who has a fascination with them. That was an interesting story. All those typewriters. Who collects that many typewriters? That's really cool. Good for him. But look at the iPad. It's just so much easier. You can touch, you can type, no paper, email. So much easier. You're saving the trees. All right, our next story. I may not know much about music, as you might have seen on the Kim Rock segments. She tries to get me to become a metalhead. I just can't do it. Just not me. But is it just me, or is swamp music that well known? Jen Moranitz has our story. So that's a piece by Marjorie Allen. We'll talk to her after the break. She's one of the artists in residence right here at the Gallery 1580 on Cook Street. Also, kids making a fashion statement. Welcome back to Go Island. We are here at Gallery 1580, and we are inside one of the studios here where there are artists in residence, and I'm joined by Marjorie Allen. Hi.
Hi.
So this is some of your art behind us, and I guess the show that's coming up. Yeah. So if you can explain your art, how would you explain it?
Abstraction is implicit suggestion. It's poetry rather than narrative, and so I'm interested in showing the emotions, and my work is poetic and highly romantic and lyrical, basically.
And what's it been like to be in a gallery and painting?
Having a studio outside my home, I worked out of my home, with a second bedroom as a studio for a long time, and having a space like this where I can exchange and engage in dialogue with other artists has been really beneficial.
Yeah, and having them right across the hall from you or whatever.
Oh, it's really nice because there's always somebody here down working, and being an artist is a lonely place in a lot of ways because you work in solitude, toiling away in oblivion, so they say, and just to have other people who are similar to you that you can converse with on a daily basis is very helpful.
Yeah, so you can come down and check out the art and maybe even see you working.
Yes, I would love that.
All right. Well, thank you so much. That was great. Okay, we've got fashion for men, women, for teens, for seniors. So why not kids? Karen Elgersma now with fashion for kids. There you go, kids fashion. And weren't they adorable? Even Karen's child, Oliver, oh my God, he's adorable. All right, we were walking through the rooms here at Gallery 1580, and we my eyes happened to fall upon this piece, and I just thought it was really interesting. So it's by Ira Huffaker. Hi.
Hi.
So what is this that you work on? What is the material, I guess?
I paint in acrylics, and I work with resin, which allows me to create depth in my abstract pieces.
Yeah.
So.
And you work right out of the gallery too?
I rent a space here. Richard called me half a year ago he had heard that I was looking for a space, and yeah, and then I moved in. It's a great space to be here. It's wonderful because it's 7 artists who work here, and it's a great energy. Like you come here and then you hear Cuban music and you talk with the others, and it's just really, it's a fantastic space. It's so much better than working at home in the kitchen. It's just such a big change. It's really fantastic.
You have your space and you're in your
I really enjoy having a studio, and also not being isolated, but you know, working in a community like of other artists. It's really nice. It's very inspiring.
All right, well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, and good luck.
Yeah.
That's great. Okay, when we come back, smoking. James Green goes looking for reasons to quit. Welcome back to Go Island. You gotta admit, fewer and fewer people are smoking these days. There are so many initiatives out there like the nicotine patch, gum, all of this stuff, and of course, saving money by not buying that pack of smokes. James Green reflects on smoking. That's all the time we have on today's show. Thanks to the gallery for letting us in, talking to the artists, seeing their work, seeing them actually work on their paintings, and of course the show that's going on with Marjorie Allen, that'll be on till October 27th, and of course you can find more information on their Facebook page. Just search Gallery 1580. Don't forget, you can find us on Twitter. There we are. Follow us. We're almost to 1,000 followers, so we want you to be the 1,000th. Try it out. Facebook, we are Go Island South. Search for it, and of course all of our stories are up on YouTube. You can watch them over and over again. We'll see you next time.